The next big section of this chapter was about classroom environment. Each class member presented a different chapter that dealt with the area in which students learn. The three that I focused on in my signature assessment were the role of movement in learning, stress in learning, and different environmental factors. I decided to talk about movement because it's something I'm very passionate about anyway. The more students exercise in the classroom, the more physical activity they engage in, the better memory they'll have, they'll be in a better mood, they'll even pay attention better. When it comes to stress, however, students do not learn better when they're under stress. Their brain actually works in a whole different way when they're faced with stress. So it's up to teachers to take away that factor. Finally, when it comes to different environmental factors like lighting, smell, even sounds in the room, these can be very distracting for students, and we have to keep them in mind. Some new understandings that I gained regarding this chapter is mostly about stress. I never realized how much different the brain looks when it's under stress. The brain treats stress like an actual physical danger, and it goes into adrenaline fight or flight mode because it still thinks of stress in a natural way like the caveman did, like, oh no, I'm running from a bear, I need to put on my adrenaline brain. So if a student is being faced by a bully in the classroom, they're not going to be able to learn because their brain is going to be in fight or flight mode. So that's really the biggest new understanding I had from this section. The impact on my teaching is just that I need to create a safe environment for my students so that they don't feel that stressed. I also need to know that there's only so much I can do. Even if I remove the stress of bullies, they still have outside factors of stress at home. But I have to make sure that school is a safe place where they do not feel that stress, where it doesn't take over them so that they're not able to learn. I also have to make sure that the whole classroom is a safe and good place to learn. For example, if the lighting is too dim, like in this room right now, it's hard to even read off my paper. If the room has a weird smell, students will have trouble focusing, or even if there's a loud, clanky air conditioner or radiator in the room, that keeps students from focusing on what they need to. As a teacher, I need to be aware of that and try and minimize it. In terms of my philosophy, the main goal is to create a classroom environment where students feel safe, welcome, and are able to learn. They're able to learn because of those environmental factors like the lighting, sound, and smell. They're taken away and they're not as distracting, and also because they're allowed to move in the classroom. And the environment is safe because I have removed as much of the stressful factors as I can. So that is how the classroom environment unit has impacted my teaching.